Shady, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. It is April 7th, 2026. I'm gonna tap right in and see what kind of planetary circumstance we got going on for the general planetary circumstance. Let us see what's happening. General planetary circumstance. Right. Alrighty then. In the central energy. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. And it is flowing over. We got the dove. We got, love. We got some good love going on. In the challenge position for this good love, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning on fortune. There could be some kind of an unexpected event. A sudden change. In the subconscious, we've got your strength and your courage and your whole bunch of love too. Doing real good out there, Divine Feminine. Full of grace. A gentle power. A gentle power. Nobody saw you as powerful. They just saw you as a gentle, whatever. But apparently you can carry a load that went far beyond their expectations. In the recent past, we've got a Three of Swords. Somebody is in heartbreak. Somebody may have betrayed you. Somebody's into trauma. In the intentions and expectations, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So we got Four of Pentacles. You're exhausted. Somebody's heartbroken. They betrayed you. You had a nice long life of some kind of trauma. In the near future. Well, this came out and it flipped into the reverse. So we've got Judgment in the reverse. Somebody's afraid of change. They might be trying to avoid judgment. There could be some kind of a punishment happening here. Somebody might be punishing themselves. The lens is being looked through. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Prosperity and abundance. Independence. And King of Cups. Support. You're supported by a King of Cups. Somebody loves you. You could be a King of Cups. Coming into a life of luxury. We've got the Lovers here. In the environment, divine love connection could be coming up soon. Hopes and fears. Ten of Cups. Rebirth. So your rebirth here is bringing a Nine of Swords to somebody. Somebody's in despair. Your rebirth is placing somebody in despair. The outgoing energy. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. Abundance. Nine of Pentacles for King of Cups. Queen of Cups is on the outgoing energy. There's a deep understanding. Maybe you've developed some kind of a deep understanding over what's been going on here. Bottom of the deck, we have Tower. Somebody's in a tower. Hanged Woman. Somebody's in a tower. There's a sacrifice or a letting go. Somebody's in a tower. Divine intervention is bringing a tower to somebody. Let go, sacrifice. Ace of Wands and Death. We've got new beginnings and death. Justice, and that's justice. On the wait, that's justice. Power of 3. You're bringing, there's legal matters and accountability for the Power of 3. Take it as it resonates. Ace of Cups in the central energy. New beginnings, love, fulfillment, some kind of reward. Some kind of reward. You're getting your way. There's an awakening. Somebody was still selfish. You're getting a reward because of somebody being selfish with you. The wheel is turning. Pop the question. The wheel is turning. On Pop the Question, the wheel is turning. So there's unexpected events. There could be some marriages going on, some karma, some destiny. There's a sudden change in the way marriages are done. You're very courageous here, very strong, Divine Feminine. You got that lion on your shoulders. Queen Bee. Queen Bee, daughter of a lion. You're the Queen Bee. You got a whole bunch of love in you. Mr. Arrogant wanted it his way. You're turning the wheel on the way marriages are done. You got the 3 of Swords here. Somebody's in a trauma. They're in a heartbreak. Maybe you were in a heartbreak in the past. Pray. Somebody's praying, or you were praying. You were betrayed. You were praying. Look at this. Somebody was controlling your foundation. Your intention is to gain control over the foundation. You're weary. Somebody wanted you bound. Somebody wanted you cut off. Maybe you were cut off. Somebody had maybe shattered your heart and you got cut off, but you prayed. You prayed about it. Somebody was intending for you to stay down. They didn't want justice. We got workplace affair. Workplace affair. This could have been somebody that you knew in the past, but this has been going on for a very long time. I mean, take it as it resonates. It could be in this lifetime or in many others. So you could have had control over your foundation, but it could have been very scarce or frugal. There could have been a workplace affair. Maybe somebody tapped into your whatever. And we've got the Judgment in the reverse. Fear of change. There could be some kind of somebody's wanting to avoid something. They're trying to hide something. They want to cover up the eye of these women. They don't want these women here to be seen, to be heard. Somebody's losing sleep, replaying of events, thinking about you. There could be a punishment coming. 9 of Pentacles is here. It's your stuff. King of Cups. Your prosperity. We've got a karma and dharma. So you could be getting, there's some kind of a firestorm coming with this King of Cups. King of Cups, the love of divine masculine is bringing about endings. We got the lovers here, divine love and connection. Love spell. Psycho. So divine love is here. We got a love spell from some psycho looking to tap into your 10 of Cups, your rebirth. They're in a nightmare. They want to bring a nightmare. You got a rebirth. They want to bring a nightmare to you. Let's see how that's going to go. Shady mask wearer. So there's a nightmare for a shady mask wearer because you're coming into your 10 of Cups. You've got a rebirth here. So there's a nightmare for a shady mask wearer. You got the two of the lovers here. There's some love spells going on by this crazy freaking psycho. We got the Queen of Cups here and the King of Cups here. Boy, he's bringing a firestorm to these people. Queen of Cups is emotionally balanced, connected, thoroughly. We got happily single in the reverse. Queen of Cups was not happily single. We've got police station. She's emotionally balanced. She's not single. We've got in the reverse. She's not dating. She's not dating. We've got police station. Happily single people can't come up there. We got police station. This jackass is effed up over you, divine feminine. Jackass is effed up over you, divine feminine. They wanted to be single. They're in a trap for mirroring you. They're all in their feelings because it's over. And, you know, they're fake busy. They're living a life of luxury based on tapping and tagging people with reckless sex. They could be feeling like shit because you're getting your wish. You're getting your wish, or you're free of this Jezebel here. Secret accounts. Somebody could be spying on divine masculine from secret accounts. Maybe divine masculine is spying on you from secret accounts. They're having massive regrets because we got goodbye family. They're having massive regrets for saying goodbye to their family. They loved to hate them. They loved you. They hated you. It's too late now to gather any harvest for a side hustle, energetic side hustle. Those people with a toxic lifestyle are running because we're closing the cycle of them being able to sweet talk people and then bump heads at a reckless sex endeavor and then feed on their soul and on their light, which is their Merkaba, right? So we got karmic ties going through a spiritual death. It's bad news. They got rejected and now they have to go round and round and round and round and round. The twin flames are actually getting married, and there's this fake person, this trickster. There was a fake DNA on your life path, or there's a GPS for a trickster phony. Whoever was a false you, the fake you, has a GPS now of illusions, because their true colors were seen, and now they're drinking to cope with this, how they dealt with that marriage right there. They're not happy because they're getting detached, and they're trying to get readings on you, but you're turning your back on them because they backstabbed you. They backstabbed you, played mind games with you, and now they're heartbroken because you blocked them out of romance. They can't have any romance anymore because of the way that they were torturing and siphoning those souls. So we got a thug here that's sex addicted and misses you. There's shocking news. I miss you, shocking news. They're unemployed, they got bad credit, and there's a separation here. And there's legal matters for what they've done in the history to you. You've been illuminated, you've enlightened the truth, and we got some secret here, anxiety. Somebody's trying to keep it quiet. They're under some kind of anxiety. Yeah. Too many cards and I don't know, and I could just say this is the way Too many cards and I can just say no. This is the way. This is the way. So you've got your Ace of Cups here. You're full of love. You got a new beginning because, and you could be getting your way, or you're getting a new beginning because some arrogant somebody wanted it their way. They love bombed you and then rejected you. This arrogant person love bombed you and then rejected you. Chose somebody else. So you got all this love and they didn't want you. They did not want you. They betrayed you. So you're getting a new beginning because Mr. Arrogant love bombed you and then abandoned you. Left you in a state of confusion. The Wheel of Fortune is here, turning on the pop the question scenario on these marriages. Love me and leave me, back and forth, unstable affection. So the wheel is turning on these fellows who would come in, deflower you, pretend that they love you, ask you to marry them, and then leave you high and dry. So the wheel is turning on that. You're very strong. You're the queen bee. You got you're a noble, high value character, and you're very, very strong. Daughter of a lion. You're supported by the Lyrans. Maybe you are a Lyran, however you say that. You're career focused. You're focused on your job, on your work. You're not just out here being lazy. Oh no, you are carrying a great power with you. Eternal, a great eternal power. Infinity, infinite power is what you got. Infinite power. And they gaslighted you. They twisted the truth. So you've endured with grace, Queen Bee, these love bombers that gaslighted you, manipulated you, and then twisted the truth about you. You're very secure in yourself, and regardless of what all of these nasties were saying, you just stayed true to you, and that's the consistency about it. So we got a Three of Swords here. Somebody is in trauma. They betrayed you. There's a separation. You always come back. So you were praying. Maybe you were praying for this person to come back. You were faithful. You were hoping that they would come. You left the door open. There was a familiar pain. So maybe you were praying for them and they kept coming back. We got the Four of Pentacles and a workplace affair. Somebody's just been jacking you around. What's going on with this Four of Pentacles and this workplace affair? Healed, not hooked. So they aren't healed. Whoever this workplace affair is, they could be in a state of scarcity. They wanted you in that space. They wanted you to have a workplace affair. They wanted to, what? But you're not detached. They're not able to hook you. They can't hook you. Never really over. Soul tie, no closure. So they can't hook you. They're hooked. The workplace affairs, they're hooked with whoever they are. It'll never be over. These soul ties that they gathered through these workplace affairs won't be over. We got judgment in the reverse. They're trying to avoid judgment. They're losing sleep, thinking about events, can't move on, stuck in a loop, miss them. So they're losing sleep, replaying the events, thinking about you, how they kept you stuck in a loop, missing them, alone, lonely. They want to get out of judgment. Somebody wants to come in and this psycho's trying to do a love spell on you. What a POS. We got the Nine of Pentacles here. POS could have been doing freaking love spells on you. Nine of Pentacles here. Life of luxury. The King of Cups is bringing a firestorm of karma to these people. And they're in regret. They're in regret for leaving you alone. For messing with your mind. Driving your mind. In the night with the moon there, they were driving you into sorrow. They were driving you into happiness. They were driving all of your emotions. Oh yes, the King of Cups is bringing an absolute karmic ending for these people. It could be that they are going to be going through the absolute emotional trauma that they kept forcing you into. this nasty principality that kept driving crap through your mind. We got the Lovers here. So there is harmony, divine love, and romance connection. We do have a love spell from this crazy psycho. What are they trying to do? Left on red. It's ignored. This crazy psycho ignored you. There is a love spell. You're ignoring it. You never meant enough. Unchosen, rejected. So the Lovers is here in the central energy. We've got love spell from a psycho, this crazy ex. They left you on red, or maybe you're leaving it on red. This love spell, you're like, hey, I'm out of here, man. You left it on red. You're no response. You don't want to talk to him about anything. They never meant enough. Maybe they were unchosen. Maybe you rejected them. This psycho rejected you, and you're like, hey, he's getting it right back. You got a 10 of Cups here and a rebirth with the Sun. There's a nightmare for this shady mask wearer because you chose yourself. You're choosing you. And you got this nasty, Mr. Freaking Nasty out there trying to do love spells. Oh, the nasty shit. These invisible nasties, man. They attack the sacred womb of and sacral of a single divine feminine, and then they try to defile her energy with their own nasty sex magic love spell bullshit. And then they try to defile her and cast the illusion that they actually had a relationship. But guess what? God's watching. All the goddess is watching. The mother and the father divine are watching. And everybody knows that these women are not having sex with you, crazy psycho freaking love spell magician. Everybody knows you're a liar. Queen of Cups is here. She's not single. She didn't want to be single. This jackass is effed up over you. They're getting arrested. You didn't want to be single. They left you there in their head, overthinking, stressed out, spinning scenarios. They're effed up over you. Queen of Cups. They're going to jail. Hot and cold. Whiplash. Yeah, should have been done a long time ago. It was over and over and over. You waited for them over and over and over. They were out loving everybody else up while defiling your energy from a distance because of the corded connection and left you there all by yourself. And now the tea is cold and you're getting up. You're getting up. You're leaving because you were carrying all the blame for these nasties. It wasn't adding up. You were carrying the karmic debt for these hoe bags who would come in and love bomb you. And now you deserve better. You freaking deserve better. You're choosing yourself. And you're choosing yourself. These people are confused as hell. They don't know which way to go because you have a silent strength. You woke up differently. You woke up. You packed your bags. You're out of here because they never showed up. And you're done trying. You're done trying. Fine, don't show it. Bye. They never wanted any contract with you. They didn't want to honor their contract. They just wanted to do a love spell and tap into that womb and then pull off the energy and prostitute the energy, which is what they were doing with these little orgy love spells. They were going out and being disgusting and then bringing back that energy and laying it upon you without you knowing. Ace of Cups is here, so you have this new beginning because Mr. Arrogant love bombed you, left you in a state of confusion, and chose a third party. You're getting a rebirth. You're getting a rebirth. They were using you to get a rebirth, but they chose somebody else. They love bombed you, chose somebody else. So there's a rebirth here for you with the Ace of Pentacles. This is your love. This is your rebirth because Mr. Arrogant love bombed you and left you. We're turning the wheel on this marriage contract because of the back and forth, the unstable affection, which was just a sexual encounter to re-tag or re-tap the womb or whatever. Love me, then leave me bullshit. Yeah, because they were leaving you in isolation in past lives with this stupid marriage. So they were getting married, popping the question, getting married to young, sweet gals and then leaving them there in solitude, trapped in the past. This is what these nasty jacks did. Completely unworthy. of a queen bee. They left you in isolation, stuck between a rock and a hard place. In the past, they love bombed you and left you alone. So we got the strength here of a gaslighted queen bee. They twisted the truth about you. They left you there alone, and then they prostituted your energy, and then they tried to dress it up as though you were whatever they were doing. You've got patience here. So they gaslighted you. You were very patient. We got the Three of Swords in the past, right? So somebody's heartbroken because you were praying. You were faithful. Somebody brought trauma to a prayerful woman by bringing false hope regarding this love connection. They always left you hanging. They always left you alone. You were praying to God for your person, and you kept getting waylaid by these stupid, nasty pricks. So, secret garden. In the secret garden, you always come back. They were leaving you false hope. They were taking your energy that was a ticket into the secret garden, and they were giving it to somebody else while leaving you stuck out here by yourself. They were out there sleeping with everybody, controlling your foundation. We've got the workplace affair. They are not healed. They are hooked to whoever they had an affair with at the workplace, and it's never really over. Whatever that contract is, it's never going to be over. It's like a whatever, yeah. So things fell apart. Things are falling apart for them because you're childlike, or because of what they were doing to the childlike folks here, the women and others who were very childlike. They never really thought you meant enough. Things are falling apart for them because of what they did to the childlike energy. We got judgment in the reverse. They want to get out of judgment. They're losing sleep, replaying everything that they did to you. You couldn't move on. You were stuck in a loop. They kept you trapped here. And we've got temperance. They kept you in a loop, missing them because what? Because you were bringing temperance to them. They still want you to do that. They're trying to avoid this judgment. It's in the reverse. They don't want God to see what they have been doing or something. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, abundance, life of luxury coming up. King of Pentacles is bringing a karma firestorm to those people who played with your emotions under the moon. So in the night, the moon magic and whatnot, they were playing with your mind, with your waters, hardening your waters, playing with your mind. But you're very strong and you're very beautiful, and you are one with the universe, with nature, with all of life. The lovers are here. We got some freaking divine love, or some soulmate doing love spells. This crazy psycho doesn't want to let go. Left you on red, or maybe he's getting ignored. This stupid love spell is getting ignored and it's getting rejected. It's getting rejected. The love spell is getting rejected. They left you on, it's left on red. It's like, dude, nobody needs that bullshit. And you're a healer. You've healed through whatever dumbass sex magic, love spells this psycho is doing. So they left you on red. You never meant enough. They did not choose you, and you are healing here. You are a healer. They did not choose the healer. They chose to trap the healer and then go love on somebody else while hiding you and dressing up this mask wear in your energy. There's a 10 of Cups here. You got a rebirth with the sun. There's a nightmare for a shady mask wear because you chose you. You're choosing you. You're choosing to love yourself. And it's like, well, Mr. Arrogant doesn't have any love in him. He absolutely doesn't have any love in him. He just has this lustful heart, comes up and says, oh, baby, I love you. And then they always choose somebody else. What? Right in front of your face. Right in front of your face. They're kissing on somebody else. They don't care about your heart. They don't care about your love. They just cared about tapping into you so that they could prostitute the energy and make themselves appear as though they were a brilliant star when they've defiled you and everybody else. Shadow, you choose you. So you've got emotional maturity, and you're making a clean break from the shadow. You've chosen yourself. Whatever this is, you've chosen yourself. You've walked away from the shadow. You're done. They could have had you in a contract for centuries here, bound to that shadow, and now you're choosing you and you're walking away. You're the Queen of Cups. You were not happy single, and this jackass is all effed up over you going to the police station, and they're in their head stressed out because they're going to the police station for leaving you in your head when it came to love. You know, they never were there for you. Nobody supported you. Nobody cared. We've got inspiration. You could be inspired. You could be inspiring other people. These people are stressed out because of it, and they're having a lot of opinions. These religious people and these law, authority, whatever, that have been studying your beautiful heart of this high priestess. Look, they were sacrificing you. So this high priestess, they have opinions. They want to sacrifice your heart. The heart of a high priestess. These religious people and these law people, they want to come in and bring death. Or there could be death coming to these people because of the many times that they made a necklace out of your love. They were wearing your love around their damn neck. You've transformed in the moon, under the moon energy. You have gained your white robe. You're there with the children. You are a saint. And this religious thing is fleeting here. You slept through it. You've got knowledge through self-care and listening. So you're connected to Source. That's where you get your knowledge from. That's how you were able to care for yourself. You are protected, and so is your abundance. By the teachers, by your teachers. So your teachers could be flipping the gatekeeper upside down, who was trying to keep the caretaker trapped. So your teacher is flipping a gatekeeper upside down. Yeah, because the caretaker of the secret garden is speaking up about what they were doing to the mind. And now there's boundaries here because you were able to stay grounded and balanced. And so you're sharing that information with others, the armor. And people could be appreciating your presence here, how you're caring for them. And you're flipping up that nastiness and you're giving yourself some armor there. Somebody wants forgiveness for what this magic that they did to you in the past. You got a circle of people here in the memories. There could be a memory of a circle that you were involved in. You're about ready to make your move. Like this could have been flipped. You might be flipping the table. You're making your move. You're turning everything into joy. Maybe this is what you're offering. Joy. You offered joy to these devil mask wearers, and now they're uneasy in this community because they left you stranded. They left love stranded and attacked you. And they may be getting attacked right now and laid to rest for leaving you stranded and for hurting you. You were love. You are love. And they tried to destroy love and replace it with lust. And they wanted to convince all of the upper divine masculines that this is what the queen bee was. A little crazy. But it seems to me, we got a lot of arrogant fellas out there that thought that the young girls, they were just going to, wham and bam and thank you, They didn't want love. They wanted to be mean. They have hearts of cruelty. A heart of cruelty. So you're getting a rebirth here because you're in a new beginning. The sun is shining on you. And Mr. Arrogant love bombed you, withdrew from you, left you in confusion. They chose somebody else, a third party that betrayed you. And sometimes it's just bad decisions. So that's it. They made mistakes. Mr. Arrogant has to own up to those mistakes. The wheel is turning on the way this marriage system works. Love me and leave me, unable, to come in and then pop the question to a young star and then to leave them in isolation over and over and over past lives. Stop giving idiots spiritual credit. Not everyone is a lesson. Some people are just dumb, and you've realized that. It's like, you know what? I'm done giving you spiritual credit. You're done. That's it. Nobody cares about this anymore. You're very blunt with it. It's like, look, you chose somebody else lifetime after lifetime. Go have a good time. You know, so the strength of this Queen Bee is here. They twisted the truth on you, but you're patient. You're very patient. And so, yes, it sucks. No, you're not dying. Whoever this this girl is that has a look, writing fan fiction in your head. So they thought that they were going to be the big star of the show. They were writing fan fiction in their head. It's like, oh, everybody loves me. They were creating movies, trying to defile the reputation of this Queen Bee. They wanted everybody to see her as that. Yes, it sucks. They're not dying because you're detaching from them. It's like you're deleting them. They're being deleted. They were not very nice to you. You're patient. This is silence is another answer too. So patience, and it came out in the reverse. So you're not giving any mixed signals. You're not being silent. You're not giving any mixed signals. You're patient. You're no longer silent. You can speak. People are upset. They tried to keep you quiet. They didn't want anybody to hear you. We got the Three of Swords. Somebody's in a Three of Swords because of your healing. Somebody's in sorrow over your healing. You're a prayerful person, and they gave you false hope. Maybe you were praying for your person, and they came in and gave you false hope. Familiar pain. They always come back in this secret garden again and again and again to trap you and then drop you. But not everyone gets a ticket to your next season. You're allowed to outgrow people in this secret garden, and they're gone. So they always come back. Go, go, go. Get on away. No, they're not coming back to the secret garden this time. This time, there's no leniency. This time, this has been going on far too many thousands of years. I guess this time, it's really over for good. This is the final reset, not the temporary one. So you are sitting there. You could be very weary. You could be living in some kind of frugal life. These workplace affairs, these people going in and sleeping with people at the workplace or whatever, they're not healed. They can't get out of it. There's no closure for the people who were doing things to childlike folks. Things are falling apart for those who were doing things to childlike people, trying to trap them in a soul tie. Messy does not mean powerless. They were using chaos for chemistry. So they were using their sexual activity to pour chaos, to bring rage and fire and unsettled energy to your world. But just because they did that to you and had you looking like a mess, it does not mean that you were powerless. You pulled right out of that. Just because they poured all of their chaos into you does not mean you were not capable of dealing with it. And you know what else? We got souvenirs from Heartbreak Don't Age Well. Burn the hoodie, keep the lesson. You're burning the memories. They left you in a firestorm of chaos, and you are not powerless. You're burning that shit down. It's like, hey, you like fire, Mr. Fire? You like fire, Mr. Chaos? Yeah, Mr. Fire likes chaos. Mr. Fire likes chaos, so he loves burning the life of a woman down, doesn't he? But this time it's you burning shit to the ground. It's like, hey, I'm done with you, nasty Jack. F off, okay? Because they're a lazy-ass liar, and they prefer lazy-ass lying women. But they got to tap into those who really buck up and do the work because they need a slave. They need somebody to do the work for them. We got judgment in the reverse. They're trying to avoid a judgment. They don't want you to judge them. We've got, unread isn't mystery. It's indifference. You've stopped excusing his silence. They left you stuck in a loop, or maybe they're stuck in a loop now because they're losing sleep. They left you stuck in a loop. And now You were the one that was bringing temperance to everything, but they left you there. And you're done excusing the indifference. You're done excusing the absence. It's like, I'm done with you. I'm done. The blunt truth of it is, they were never devoted to you. They didn't care one freaking bit. And you're the main character. So you're stopping sharing shit with people who don't share their chips. They don't share anything with you. And the miracle is that you survived, barely. And everything that they did to you is coming back on them. And they're out there crying on Twitter, looking for situationship advice. Their money could be disappearing for giving you the bare minimum. And they did it when they were sober. They did it when they were sober. This fake version of you is a lazy person who is just dressing up in your energy and pretending. Now they can't sleep because they're being held accountable. Because you have unfollowed them. You're not dealing with them. You're not picking up their crap anymore. We got the Nine of Pentacles. A life of luxury is here for a King of Cups who's got a firestorm of karma coming down on these people who are in regret for playing with your emotions under the moon. You're very strong, and self-love looks good on you. The best filter you're ever going to wear is your confidence and your glow. You're very strong. You're very confident. It is you doing your stuff. And healing doesn't need a hashtag. Your pain isn't content. You don't go out there and cry about it to the world. You just get up and you do the work and you just move on, you know? And you got people out there real mad because they want you to be crying. They want you to tell the whole world how terrible things were for you. And it's just, you know what? It doesn't matter, because whoever needs to know will know as soon as this King of Cups brings a firestorm to them. Yeah, so somebody's in regret. There could be a King of Cups that's in a firestorm, or he's bringing a firestorm. The Lovers is here, divine love. We got a love spell of a psycho who won't let go. Left on red, you're ignoring it. You just don't give a crap. They never meant enough of you anyway. They rejected you. They rejected your healing. They rejected the healer. They rejected the healer, and they tried to bury the healer. While this fake version of the healer, this copycat, now they can't sleep. They're all mad now. Because you changed your whole vibe. They can't copycat you anymore. They're like, wait a minute. It's like, no. Yeah, so they're not sleeping. They're not sleeping. They rejected the healer. You got a 10 of Cups here. You got a rebirth, and there's a nightmare for the shady mask wearer because you chose you over the shadow. Whoever contract you or bound you to the shadows, you chose you, and you're making a clean break. You're making a clean break with that shadow. Because guess what? Guess what, hun? Nobody is coming to steal your spotlight. And these people, it's like, let go already. Let go. They're not coming to steal your spotlight. Let go already. Queen of Cups is here. You were never happy single. This jackass is effed up over you now. Going to the police station. They might be in a mental prison. Because, yeah, they're overthinking now. That magic, whatever they tried to push on you, could have been recently. You know, this chaos magic of the mind is back on them now. And you could be inspired. Maybe there's some kind of an inspiration going on. Yeah. You're reading the energy. You're not typing bubbles. And it's like dots don't mean devotion. Somebody's inspired. Dots don't mean devotion. They were sober when they did this. They were sober when they unfollowed you. They were sober when they left you. They're crying. They were sober when they left you. It's suffering. And now they're exhausted watching your reruns because they're being held accountable. Every nasty thing that they did to you on behalf of this devil is going to happen to them. Every nasty thing. And it's really, really bad, apparently. There's some remnants of memories, shadows, or whatever. And apparently it's really, really scary. So, you know, God was talking and they were not listening. You were carrying around this damn dead weight. And you're letting it go. You can't glow if you won't let go. You're undergoing a transformation, carrying the dead weight of this jackass out there telling, you know, crying to the whole world about whatever, acting. Their heartbreak isn't Broadway ready. Not every feeling deserves a full cast musical, but they're out there on Twitter. They're out there here. They're trying to broadcast their feelings because, girl, blocking is free. You're blocking this person who wanted to romanticize their own life by keeping the bar low. They didn't want to elevate with you, Divine Feminine. They wanted to go out and show the world how great they were by making you less than. Or trying to. And you don't trust this chaos anymore because you know exactly what this chaos is. And you're not recycling heartbreak like it's a plastic bottle. You know what that stuff is. And it's like, no, not going to deal with it anymore. Not going to deal with it. No longer invited into the house. You found out this nastiness about this love spell business. This psycho's out there doing love spells on you. I don't know. This is just real nasty. But you're ignoring it. It's just real sick. You know, these jerk-offs out there trying to do a love spell on some woman's womb who doesn't even know him. That's like energetic RAPE. I mean, these guys are out there jerking off to somebody's picture, and it's like RAPE, man. It's sick. They can do it from the unseen. They can do it in the scene, and nobody ever does any damn thing about it because it's their regular routine. It's their regular routine. The mirror. So they had a mirror. They would tap you, and then they had somebody else mirroring you. And it was a bad decision. The wheel is turning on the way marriages are going to go now with this love me, leave me crap. Because they left you in isolation in past lives. And now you're no longer giving idiots spiritual credit in this sacred haven. Idiots are not getting spiritual credit in this sacred haven. And they're very upset. They got to get out. They don't have any credit. All they did was hurt people and steal from people and trap them in misery. You're very strong. You got infinite strength. You got the lion on your shoulders. I mean, these guys saw that you were there, grace, full of grace. The Holy Spirit, and they gaslighted you, twisted the truth on you. You're the queen bee. You could be grace. You could be the strength that everybody needs in order to be. So we got patience. You're no longer being silent about this unfinished business, about these people leaving you in the dark while traveling to these upper dimensional spaces as you mirroring you. You're telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and anybody can investigate it and learn for themselves over the nastiness that these ones have been doing. Three of Swords here. Somebody's heartbroken. You were meditating about this door left open, this familiar pain, always coming back to the secret garden. We've got somebody doesn't get a ticket to your next lifetime show. Maybe you're not going to have a lifetime show. The mother said that this is your last lifetime story of Earth Woman. So it's like not everybody gets a ticket to your next season. You're allowed to outgrow people. You evolve through the pain of this entrapment. You're free of it. And it's a miracle. So you've gotten a miracle here. You've received a miracle. These guys were controlling your foundation with this workplace affair. There's no healing and there's no hooking these people. So they cannot hook people with the workplace affair anymore. There's no closure for this childlike thing. They were making things fall apart for children over and over and over with this stupid chaos, sex, whatever. You're not taking any gambles. You're just burning shit to the ground. Okay, they lit you up with the flame of their so-called passion, which was rage and chaos. And just because they left you a mess does not mean you're weak. You're burning this stuff. You're burning the hoodie and you're keeping the lessons. And it's like, you're not gambling with any of this stuff. We've got judgment in the reverse. Somebody wants to avoid it. They can't move on. They're stuck in a loop because you were the temperance and they left you alone. They did not choose you. So you've stopped excusing the silence of these masculines in your life. They're drinking. They may want to invite you for a drink. They could be drinking. They're really upset now. You're independent. You're getting a life of luxury. We got a King of Cups either bringing a firestorm or in a firestorm because of this playing with your emotions under the moon magic. There could be photographic evidence, or there's a history of them doing this type of a thing to people. Your pain isn't content. You didn't go and cry about it. You didn't whine about it. You just buckled up and you got it done. You glowed up. You didn't cry about it. You glowed up and you overcame it. Now you got the lovers are here. We got divine love, soulmate. Somebody's doing a love spell on your soulmate. You're with your soulmate. Some psycho is doing love spells upon you, trying to get you rejected or whatever. They did not choose you. So yeah, left on red. No response. No response. You're ignoring this psycho. You're rejecting these stupid love spells. You're a healer. And you got this fake version of you. This fake version of you can't sleep. They could be getting hounded by the shadows, by the other side. They're going to the other side. You're the healer. You are bringing healing. They tried to destroy you. You got a 10 of Cups here, a rebirth with the sun. And you got a 9 of Swords for the Shady mask wearer. Let go already. She's choosing herself from these shadowy contracts or whatever, and nobody is going to come and take her light, take her glow. They got to leave her alone. They got to stop messing with her. It's really terrible what they've been doing, but you know, they're very selfish and they just don't care. So we got the Queen of Cups is here, was never happily single. This jackass is effed up over here. They're getting arrested because they always had you stuck in your head about love, about this, about that. These are principalities, and they're forcing their own personality traits into the mirror, into the dish of people's consciousness, you know, like the signal catcher, like the television dish or whatnot. That's what we have over our consciousness. But the identity is here, and this is the personality. Identity, personality. You got a personality or a principality unseen trying to force in the traits of their own personality onto you. So don't forget to tap into your identity, your true identity frequently, because these ones are always being nasty. They want to get you in your head. They want to get you upset. They want to play this stupid mirror magic. They want to get you in your emotions. They want you crying, laughing, sobbing, whatever. And they did it to many of us. The rose. Dots don't mean devotion. This is the rose, your passionate love. You got thorns and everything. Somebody could be inspired by you, by your patience, by your intuition, rose. Some forgotten person is going silent. They will not be able to tap into your mind anymore. This is the end of them prostituting your energy. This is the end of them coming into your bedroom and trying to foul your waters, transfer their sin energy into your vessel as you sleep. This transference of sin, this transference of karmic debt, they have to deal with it. It's their turn to deal with it. You've exposed the hidden things. You are the treasure. You could reveal the hidden truth. And now there's an understanding of what they were doing to the apple and why the apple never made it to their twin, because you got these nasties out there doing this kind of stuff. You might be encountering your person soon. There could be a concert. Maybe you're going to go sing. Maybe you're going to meet them at some kind of a performance. You'll meet them by chance. And look, man, these people, this trash, these worthless trashes, people are having money problems. They're having financial problems. because it was your personality and your talent that these third-party enemies were tapping into. You are the master. And they were circulating the crown around the royal daughters and sons, perhaps, and exhibiting them as some weird negative movie. You've got a commitment and a pledge with somebody who may miss you. Somebody who has an oath with you may miss you. They may have left you. This snake. They lied about you, but you transformed and you evolved through this darkness, and you are firm here. You know exactly what happened. You know exactly what it needs to happen. It's all in the mind, and it's embedded in the soul. The law is coming down on these people. The pets, the dog, cat, animal friends are bringing the light down on somebody, turning the lights out. Divine timing. And serendipity, divine intervention. So divine timing is bringing divine intervention on the mystery, the illusions, the camouflage of the clown that has been performing other people's song by harvesting their energy. So you've solved the puzzle on this, and now it's being cooled down. The puzzle of this uninvited guest. They could be surprised on your level up and promotion. Yeah, because, you know, they're addicted to you and your hope, your eternal hope. And now they got eternal sorrow. That's the message. Eternal sorrow over some kind of a message that they're getting. And we've got a new beginning. You're getting a new beginning because you found the key problem and the key people of this bondage. And they're being let go right now. They're being released. They're running away from this breakup. There is a separation from the powerful divine feminine, that they were treating love as a crime. They were acting as though they love, but they were sleeping with their enemies and then unaliving them, considering themselves conquerors. So yeah, you used your intuition to do some exploration, and you did find what was going on here. So that's that, you know. All right, and I got this one here, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull them because I've been burning through this pretty quickly. So all right then. So the sun, you've got a rebirth here. There is an ace of cups. You could be there's a rebirth to love. You're going to get a new love opportunity because Mr. Arrogant made some bad decisions, and now they have to claim ownership over love bombing you, claiming a corded connection, tagging you, and then giving your energy to a third party so that they could mirror you and then try to F up your reputation. That's exactly what they did. They love bombed you. Mr. Arrogant love bombed you, you sweet little thing, you. And then they chose this person. They gave your energy to this person. And it was a bad decision for this selfish, arrogant jackwagon. And it's done now. It's done. They can't have any more. You can't fix them. You tried to fix them, and they did not even want to work with you. They just wanted to tag you and then give all your information to this other person. And this other person wasn't willing to do the work that you were here to do. They just wanted to party and have a good time. Smoke cigarettes, do drugs, while blaming you for doing it. We got death in a coffin. So there's death. This is over. It's over here. Yes, because you have dispelled the illusion. So everybody can see that it was illusion. They were love bombing children, very young girls and whatnot, and boys, and then leaving them, tagging them sexually, and then leaving them in this mirror of illusion. So there's death here. You dispelled the dream. The mirror could be getting some kind of a death. They wanted to bring death spell. We got the Wheel of Fortune. It's turning on the way that people are marrying each other. Love me and leave me on these love bombing nasties. So yes, because they left you in isolation for many past lives, and now you're stopping giving idiots spiritual credit. Idiots that want to come up into this secret garden and they haven't proven themselves to be loyal or faithful. They're just illusionists, and they want to strike people down because they don't feel that they deserve to have whatever it is they are in this sacred space. You're not giving these idiots any more spiritual credit. It's like, no, we got house and real estate in the home. They're not going to get spiritual credit. If these jackwagons were love bombing people as youth and then taking their reward and then leaving them without anything, kicking them out of the house and then moving in Jezebel, yeah, they're not going to get spiritual credit anymore. They're not getting a home in this refuge. They're not getting a haven. They're not getting a house. They're not getting anything. They're not getting anything. The strength is here. You have infinite wisdom. You have infinite strength. You got the lion on your shoulders, Queen Bee. They lied about you. They gaslighted you. They manipulated you and twisted the truth. You're very, very patient. And you're no longer silent about this unfinished business, this over and back stuff. So, but you are enjoying the silence because they're going to be silenced. We got the ravens, messengers, ancient wisdom, magic, spirit world, life and death. Enjoy the silence. They're taking these people out for you. You've balanced your emotions, so you're able to sit in this space. So somebody's in a, what, you were in the recent past. You could have been separated. You could have been in some kind of a trauma. You prayed about it. These guys always came back to you in this spiritual garden with this false hope. And they cannot get a ticket. They're not getting a ticket to your next season. You're allowed to outgrow people. You've received a miracle. They don't get to come into the secret garden. They're not getting a house. They're getting a coffin. You fell down 7 times. You got up 8. You right. You have risen. You're determined, and you're unbreakable. You're unbreakable. You manage it really well. You're in a 4 of Pentacles, a scarcity, or somebody is in a 4. Whoever this is that's in trauma, this 3 of Swords, somebody's receiving scarcity because they couldn't hook you. They can't hook you. They can't heal. This workplace affair, they never really... There's no closure. This soul tie, these people they've been sleeping with at this workplace or whatever, they're not healed. They can't use them to heal. They can no longer have workplace affairs in order to bring a healing or a temperance to their own energy. Yeah, because they nearly exhausted you of every ounce of your life force. So they can't have this connection anymore. Things fell apart for the childlike people because these folks, it was never really over. Like they tagged them when they were young and then they kept coming in and then re-tagging like every lifetime or whatever. I heard somebody say, one of these nasties say the other day that they unalived this woman 17 times as an infant. That's not a toddler or a teenager or a full-fledged woman. This is just an infant. So 17 of these sacrifices that this Queen Bee had was when she was an infant. Yeah. So we got love spells, potions, and rituals. Yeah. So look, this is what they do. And then they bring chaos and fire to people. And they made a mess out of you, but you are powerful. And you're throwing that stuff right in the freaking fire because you're not taking any more gambles with this. You're just done with it. It's like they're not getting any more spiritual credit. They have proven that they don't have any. So they're trying to avoid judgment, or maybe there's some kind of weird thing happening here. Maybe it's just not going to go well. They can't move on. They're stuck in a loop. You were their temperance, but they rejected you. They left you alone. They could be drinking. We've got imprisonment here. They could be in prison. They could be on the outside looking in, and they burned their bridge. They're never going to get back into the secret garden. They're never going to get back into the secret garden because they left temperance alone while they were committing heinous crimes in the energy of temperance. So, yeah, they're going to go to prison. They burnt their bridge. They're never going to get back in this secret garden. You've got a life of luxury coming up for you. There could be a King of Cups bringing a firestorm of karma or in a firestorm of karma. Take it as it resonates for rejecting you. What if, what if, what if? You are very strong and self-love looks good on you. You've got a very big glow. And your pain isn't content. You don't talk about the trials and the suffering that you go through. You're very uplifting and positive in your nature. This is in the history. So there could be a big history where you don't cry about it. You just get it done. You could be receiving a gift because of the way you manage your pain, your disappointment, your betrayals, these psychos put you through. We do have the Lovers here. You could be with your soulmate. So there could be some union. We got a love spell and a psycho that you're not responding to. You're ignoring this stupid love spell. You're rejecting it. It's being rejected. You're a healer because you healed. So because you healed, you're ignoring these love spells. It's like, whatever, Jack. Nobody needs none of that. You're a healer. And this fake version of you can't sleep. Look at them. They're like, well, they can't sleep now because they're in the shadows. They could be getting some stuff going on in the shadows. Look, you got to reap what you sow in the shadows, and the evil entity has left. Return to sender, breaking a curse. Black magic failed. So the black magic failed. It's coming back on them. The shadow is back on the fake version of you. So whatever nasty magic that this mirror tried to put out on you recently is going back on them. Because you've dispelled the illusion. It was not you. Whatever this was that they tried to force into your mental body, this principality, they're seen for what they are. And they're not going to be able to start over. This is not a phoenix. They will not be rising. They're going to reap what they sow, and that's that. You're getting a 10 of Cups and a rebirth here with the Sun. And we've got a nightmare for a shady mask wearer because you've chosen you over these shadowy contracts. You're making a clean break with the shadow. And it's like, let go already. Just let go. You've woken up to why you're always single is because these ones tag you in, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 6-year-old, whatever the heck. And then they pull off that space, that womb, that sacral, the rest of your life and mess with your whole life. But not this time. Nobody's coming to steal your light, hun. Nobody's coming to steal your spotlight. Absolutely not. They're not going to break your Merkaba. They're not going to take your chariot. They're not going to damage your light body. I mean, they damaged it, but you're being healed. Grace is here. The Holy Spirit is here. And the Queen of Heaven, I guess, is out here kicking some lily-livered butt. And she said that they were gluttonous. And then she said they were gluttonous cowards. So whatever that means to you. Whatever that means to you. We've got wrong way distractions leading you off course. Stay in sync with our spiritual self, on path, ego. But it came out in the reverse. You're not going the wrong way this time. You are not going the wrong way. Nobody is coming to steal your spotlight. You are not going the wrong way. You've done it all on your own. You're a very independent and powerful woman, and you're not going the wrong way. You did not go the wrong way. And these people have to let go of you. You're the Queen of Cups. You were never happy single. It's not what you wanted. And this jackass is effed up over you for sacrificing you, Rose. They're going to the freaking police station. They're going to the police station for messing with your head, for keeping you spinning in the head. So there's some inspiration. And we've got dots do not mean devotion. Resilience is your superpower, Rose. Surviving and thriving under harsh conditions. Adaptability, built for survival. Intentional living self-sufficiently. This is you, Rose. You live with intention and you're very, very powerful. And all of that nastiness that they did is going back because it could not enter your space. And whatever nasty magic they threw at you is coming back on them. It's coming back. It's about to backfire. These plans failed. Backlash, counteraction, and karma. They have burned a bridge. They're going to, again, reap what they have sown here. The seeds that they were trying to plant into you are coming back to them. You have cut through the confusion. You have clarity here. And this big fortune, big luck is yours. It's not going to be hidden from you any longer. You tried to fix them. You can't. Your northern lights are up. And the northern lights, those who are in the north, those north nodes, suns and stars. So there's an expectation here. Waiting and hope. You have ascended to the highest level of human existence. Because, look, so there's no honor amongst thieves. And you know that. You've ascended to the highest level of human existence. Ancient teachings illuminate your mind. You're not mocking anybody. And it could be that whoever this black magician is, they're not able to mock you. Look, they're not getting unexpected income. They're not able to keep the vision. They're tied to the karmic bonds. And God help anyone who disrespected this queen by trying to flip the mystical cat. Yeah, because they don't own this cat. And it's sad news, a message of concern. It's no longer tea time. Yeah, so nobody can focus. There's no focused meditation. Nobody can relax. They're no longer getting their messages. Their spiritual baths aren't working because your spirit guides are your shield. You have a natural healing frequency here. Tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. You're going eye to eye with the demons. And you have universal assistance. So, yeah, that's that. Looking real good. All right, everybody. Well, that's the story. I hope that it brings clarity to something that you already intuitively knew. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.